outlined it here by age. I gotta tell you, age is just a starting point. If you really want to get good at understanding generational differences and how they play out in the workplace and in the marketplace and definitely even at home, we have to look at how each generation shares a common history. And because a generation has lived through certain events and certain conditions, they've each adopted their very own and unique generational personality. If we look at the workplace, there's so much attention on the younger generations, and that's great. But I do have a concern because what's happening is, you've all heard the term succession planning. We have to take a look at our traditionalists, that are leaving, and now the baby boomers. And what I find is everyone, when it comes to succession planning, what do? They pull up the org chart, and they're like, oh, wow, we've got 5 people who are eligible to leave. Let's go five new people. So then we spend all this time trying to figure out what's it going to get these 5 new people to come work for us. What's it going to take? What do we got to do? And we work really hard at that. But no one's paying attention to what's about to walk out the door. And I'm here to tell you, lack of knowledge transfer is one of the top things haunting companies today. Baby boomer burnout in our country is at a record high, and no one talks about it. Why? Because the model for 80 million competing to get to the top was, when do you get to the office? 10 minutes before the boss. When do you leave the office? 10 minutes after the boss. Can you get this done? Of course I can take this on, because they knew if I don't, 80 million will, and then I'll be passed up. So this notion for baby boomers, if you're waiting for them to come to work and say, hey, everyone, I'm burning out, never going to happen. And we've talked to so many leaders, and I'll say, how are you dealing with baby boomer burnout? And they'll say to me, oh, we don't have that. I'm like, well, how do you know that? Well, no one's telling me we have baby boomer burnout. And again, if you're waiting for it, by the time it shows up, it's too late. So what does everyone do? They point the finger at HR. Go solve this. And I'm here to tell you, HR has already solved this. There's more policies and procedures in place to deal with work-life balance. The challenge is the boomers don't take advantage of them. So Xers, we have to rethink career paths, and it's not always going to be about title and position, because if it is just about title and position, here's what's going to happen. An Xer is going to pull up that career chart and that career path, and they're going to look up a few rungs, and they're going to see a sea of baby boomers going nowhere. And they're going to be like, And we call it the gray ceiling. They're like, I want to move up, but no one's going anywhere. And we joke, but a boomer will come to the office and will start coughing, and Xers are like, are you sick? Mom and dad are telling their kids that they're wonderful, right? Think about any of you. If you were going to a job interview, what would your parents say to you? They'd say, dress nice. You'll be very lucky if you get this job. Do your best. What are millennial kids hearing? They'd be so lucky to have you. If you didn't get the job, the rest of us say, well, what did you learn from that? Try hard, go get the other job. You can do this. What do millennials hear? Oh my God, they have no idea what they're missing. They're idiots. How could they not hire you? The challenge is we don't talk to that entry-level person about meaning enough. We don't talk to them enough about the difference you make in an entry-level job. It's sort of like, come, pay some dues, work hard, and then later we'll talk to you about the difference you'd make. Now, you could all say to me, but David, we all want to make a difference, and that's true. But the model for the other generations was come, pay dues, and you'll ascend into a role where you get to make meaningful decisions. Well, this generation doesn't want to wait for that. They want to be making meaningful decisions and doing meaningful work from day one, and they are, but we don't talk about it. When you bump up against someone from a different generation, it's really easy to try to figure out who's right or wrong, better or worse. And instead, I'm hoping that you'll just do a better job of embracing these differences and learning to work with them and ultimately celebrate our differences like I think this closing commercial does so well.